If you've been waiting for interest rates to drop or you're planning on home prices crashing before making your move, okay, I get it. Just know you're not alone. But here, I'm telling you that the buyers who are winning in this market, they aren't waiting. They're planning around today's housing payments and using the market to their advantage. Let me show you how you can join them and capitalize on the current market conditions. Here's a quick snapshot of South Dakota as we head into the winter season. Understand these statistics as they'll play directly into the strategy you can use to win in your own way. Statewide, the typical home value is up 2% year over year. That amount is sitting at 311,500. As of late October, median sales price is slightly over 320,000, which has actually trended down 2.6% year over year. The FHFA index, which measures the average price changes in repeat sales or refinancing on the same properties, shows a 3.4 increase year over year. That's another way of showing slow and steady growth here. Those of you in Sioux Falls, the typical home value is at 326,000, almost a 1.5 increase from this time last year. For the would-be sellers curious about the pace of the market, currently homes are sitting around 56 days on market. That's 5 days faster than this time last year. 35 days from listing to pending, and the housing inventory still sitting at a healthy 4 months of supply. My translation, it's a balanced market and maybe favoring buyers a little bit more. But sellers, please know, good homes still move, but pricing and condition matter. Even with moderation and things slowing down a bit, statewide values are up 30% over the last 5 years. This is normalization. South Dakota's housing market isn't crashing, but it's not going at the breakneck speed that was seen in 2021 either. The truth? We're in a steady market that is quietly rewarding strategy over speed. And if you play it right, this could be your best window yet. So let's check out what this market actually means by first, as always, starting with the first time and moderate income buyers. These are the homes in the 25 to 400,000 range. This is your window, and really, the inventory of homes available is pretty reasonable. Remember this though, your monthly payment is the boss. Plan and make your decisions around it. The equity-rich repeat buyers, hey, if you find yourself in this group, you're in a great spot. You can quietly utilize your leverage to take advantage of the slightly longer average days on market, especially during the colder months. Your leverage is your flexibility in accepting an offer while picking the right spot to execute the perfect trade-up scenario. Sellers, a clean 30 to 60 day sale is very doable with the right price. Not a price from 2021, a price that is realistic. A price that you'd actually buy your house at now. Buyers are educating themselves. If you haven't already, it's time to do the same. Now, those relocating to the Great Rushmore State, you don't need me telling you this. South Dakota is still a relative bargain, but with property values appreciating a little slower, just shift your expectations from a fast flip to more of a steady climb. Rural and acreage buyers, more space, lower prices, slower pace. Know this and plan accordingly. Next, I want to discuss kind of the risks versus the reality of things here. A lot of this being fueled by what we see portrayed by the media in relation to the housing market. But those on the sidelines trying to time things just right or turned off by the negative headlines, risks surround your decision to act or to wait. The prepared buyer or seller can sift through perceptions with an understanding of how the reality of things play out in the housing market, and can potentially turn some perceived risks to play into their favor. Without a doubt, there is always going to be a focus put upon interest rates, and there should be. But if your thought is If I wait for lower rates, everything gets easier. The reality of that scenario is that dips in rates may be absorbed by firmer pricing, especially true in Sioux Falls. What I mean by that dip in rates creates more qualified borrowers in the market, creates more interest in the already qualified borrowers who were on the sidelines waiting, timing this, which leads to more competition, more demand, and a demand that is able and willing to buy at a full listing price and compete for an accepted offer. Now, there's been a lot of attention on rising property taxes. Some buyers hearing this have backed out of their search. Property taxes will blow up my budget. No doubt, no contesting that yes, property taxes are rising, but any future property tax bill relating to your purchase is within your control by simply changing the addresses in your search. Those who see a home purchase as a stale investment might say that the state's steady market is pointing toward little to no equity growth opportunities. Well, you can have your mind put at ease, as the reality from that FHFA data shows multi-year resilience and appreciation statewide. And where these realities show up most clearly isn't necessarily statewide. Zoom in more, because these realities are most evident as you search street by street. Remember that opening idea? The buyers who win are the ones who stop waiting and start planning. Those who have capitalized most have taken on similar approaches. They've cut out the noise, sat down and figured out what they're truly looking for, and they've narrowed their house hunting focus on micro markets within their communities. Yeah, micro markets. Let's figure out how to play the field, not the headlines. Let's start with Sioux Falls. Overall, prices are firm, but buyers and sellers alike are still sane. My advice, pick your area. Seriously, if you'd like to get ideas of good spots to start, look for strong schools, plus homes that are move-in ready. That's where I'd be putting my attention. Rapid City. Rapid's market is more of a mix. Compared to where things were at towards the end of summer, some of the more central neighborhoods and pockets of Rapid Valley are experiencing softer demand. Those spots could allow you more negotiation leverage. Smaller towns around South Dakota, lower prices, more land, slower days on market, all still point toward opportunities to increase your overall buying power. Property taxes, micro markets, opportunities. Hopefully you can keep all this in mind as we shift towards strategies to make the most of this window. Let's figure out how to win in this market group by group. First time and moderate income buyers. Build your payment box first. Your payment box is a range of monthly payments that you're comfortable with. A range of monthly payments that work within your budget. Once you have that comfortable payment box, you do not go outside of it. Then I kind of like this idea. Compare two zip codes, either different zip codes within the metro areas or homes in the cities versus homes in any of the nearby surrounding towns. Are projected payments lower? Are you within a comfortable commuting distance if you go someplace a little bit more rural? Do those help you find a perfect spot? Maybe not, but they can get you thinking in a different, right direction. Then stack any tools or resources you have. Talk with your realtor and your lender to see how you might be able to best utilize programs like South Dakota Housing Down Payment Assistance, or structuring your best offer to potentially include some seller credits. Finally, target longer days on market listings. I'm talking listings that have been around for 45 plus days. Okay, the equity rich move up buyers, focus on the total cost of ownership right now. The interest rate, secondarily. You might find that in the short term, that with the equity you can carry over from your current home, the higher than your current interest rate is something you can live with until an opportunity to lower the rate comes about. Now, not to get too far ahead of yourselves, but still be prioritizing the resale strength as you're looking for your next home. Or if you want this to be your forever home, with the Fed funds rate lowering, consider HELOC upgrades sometime after closing to take care of any of those outstanding or unchecked must-have boxes in your new place. Then when it comes to selling your current place, get your current home ready. Any medium to small fixes around the home get taken care of while making it move-in ready for any would-be buyers. Get your focus on selling and buying inside of 60 days. Now our inbound relocators, run an apples to apples total monthly cost comparison. What can you get where you're at currently? What could you get here? Maybe even take a trip to preview the area you're considering. If you're unsure, renting first is never a bad option either. Be sure everyone and everything supporting the relocation is certain before things get too far down the runway. All right, the seller game plan. Stay with me here. Price to the decade, not the month. It's important to see this time from a long-term value and cost approach, rather than focusing on immediate short-term fluctuations. The appropriate sales price is the appropriate monthly payment for your future buyer. I like to say concessions portray a willingness to meet buyers where they're at. Price cuts, I think they tend to create questions. Then, get any and all repairs done before the home hits the market. Maybe even consider a pre-inspection. Clean inspections are selling points that build confidence around your listing, right? Over the next 60 days, the outlook can change and strategies may need to be tweaked accordingly. If you're testing the waters now, here's what to keep a lookout for. Days on market trending toward the 50s. In a more balanced market, that can be expected. Then perhaps a slight uptick in new listings. Forget about the stats. Enjoy having more choices. Micro market watchers, neighborhood specific price cuts, first timers, next timers, these are going to be your opportunities. The bottom line here is South Dakota is steady, not stagnant. A balanced market doesn't mean it's an easy market. It means the people who plan well in these conditions will likely be the ones to win. Pick the right micro market, understand tax cycles. If you're concerned about taxes spiking, start budgeting for new taxes early on. When figuring out your financing and planning your offer, use concessions and the available programs to hit today's payment, not yesterday's headlines. That first line still holds. The buyers who win here aren't waiting for miracles. They're planning for reality. And in a steady market like ours, that's exactly how you get ahead. In South Dakota, it's a proud real estate market, experiencing real challenges, but can be won by taking on and executing real strategies. If you want a South Dakota plan that fits your budget and your life, let's build it. Micro market by micro market.